What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. You know what? We back in these streets. We back in these high school streets. You feel what I'm saying? We had a nice little interview probably about a month ago. I didn't couldn't really do it like I wanted, but I've been wanting to do this interview again with my guy because we had this interview a couple years ago. He was turning up at Washington Courthouse. I was actually calling the game for South, and I was like, "Who is this dude? Dude, this was as soon as he touched the ball, 80-yard touchdown, throw a quick pass, 60-yard touchdown." I'm like, hey, and I'm like trying to be on South side, you feel me? Because I'm calling South games, so I can't show bias, you feel me? So I'm trying to announce the game, you feel me, Rocky? I'm trying to announce the
Yeah.
game like normal, like, okay, 60-yard game. Jones, but in my
Yes,
heart,
sir.
I'm like, 60-yard game, Jones. You know what I'm saying? They like, hey man, don't be getting all hyped over there talking about him. You feel me? You're supposed to be on our side. So I had to keep it cool. But inside, I'm like, hey, I don't care. I'm gonna see if he got Twitter because I'm about to follow him because I got to see what he's talking about. But we're here now. You're doing a lot of big things. But before we go any further, introduce yourself. Let everybody know a little bit about your background, and we'll jump into the interview.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm Rocky Jones. Originally from Courthouse, but transferred to Westland this past season. I play running back and safety. Slot a little bit too. I'm a class of 2025. Yeah, just signed with St. Francis, and yeah, ready to get it on.
Yeah, really excited about that. The signing of St. Francis. I know you put a lot of hard work from the time I met you, but even when you've been putting in work, probably since from the little bitty, because your father been involved, and I know y'all been going hard from day one. But let's talk about that right quick. I told you I saw you your sophomore season. You was going crazy against South High School out here in Columbus, and that's a little farther out. So my first thought was, dang, I need to see you get to Columbus because so you can really turn up. That end up happening. So end up just kind of talk about how you went from Washington Courthouse to Westland and kind of that process. You don't have to go in detail if you want to, but just kind of talk about how you switched over and came to Columbus and got a little bit more exposure. You see what happened.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So my sophomore year, my freshman and sophomore year, I played under Chuck Williamson and Trent Williamson, and my basically my junior year, they had left and they had went to Westland. Chuck went to another school, but Trent had went to Westland. And my junior year, it wasn't like a bad season for me, but it wasn't like the results that I wanted with the team wise. I still had good stats and all that, but it wasn't the results that I wanted. Like winning wise. So
Hmm.
yeah, after that season, I had been texting Trent because like that's really like that's my guy. So like he's not just like a coach to me, He's like he's more than just a coach, whatever. But I've been texting him, and he's like, yeah, like it's a D1 school. You get like a lot more exposure. They have a history of losing, but like he really felt like with like me and like just like coming over there and getting everybody's
Hmm.
minds right, like we can change the
Hmm.
culture at Westland. So like I bought in. I went over there and yeah, we went to work.
And that's a beautiful thing. Came over. You're playing a lot of running back, not exclusively, but you're playing defense as well. But
Yeah.
I seen you were just to me, a star in that backfield. But let's talk about this because we were talking about you were playing safety as well. I really loved you at running back, but you played both sides of the ball. You had about 7 to 8 picks, had a couple pick sixes, if I'm not correct. But you played both sides of the ball. Talk about that. Probably getting the ball a lot more maybe when you were at Washington Courthouse, where you were the guy in that backfield to come up kind of playing more the two way and getting more a lot of the defensive snaps. Just kind of talk about both ways at Westland.
Yeah, so originally, like when I first started playing football, like I never thought I'd be like playing safety or anything. But as a freshman coming in, like obviously you got to work to get on the field some way somehow. So my dad was like, "Hey, just find a way to get on the field." So I started playing corner, and then after when I transferred to Westland, they're like, "Yeah, we need a safety." So like I'll step up, take that role, basically, and just from there it's just football IQ and being an athlete.
Right, right, and you had some really good stats. I mean, you had like over 60 something tackles. I mean, you like I said, it wasn't it a school record that you had this past season with that many interceptions?
Yes, sir, it was.
I mean, it was. I'm saying I ain't never played safety. Then you go play safety and have school records. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all got to get in a player over there at St. Francis. If you see a kid can just come right over that because remember you were playing that running back. So I want to talk about the running back position because we were talking about a little bit off air. You know how you play both sides, but getting ready to go into St. Francis. I mean, in my estimations, looking at you as a player, just for me. I feel like you are an elite running back, like I said. And when I sent that to you balance. You have great acceleration. You have top end speed. You have great hands. You can really catch the ball at the backfield, especially the screen game. You can really hurt people in the screen game. I've seen a lot of plays where they dump those little passes off to you in the screen game. You know how to follow your blockers and really accelerate through and break through the line. So, going to St. Francis or, even when you played at Westland, what do you feel like you had to offer, other colleges that may have been looking at you from the running back position? What do you feel like you have to offer with that?
Yeah, I feel like, what separates me the most is I feel like I was really blessed with great vision, great vision. So, I could go and play slot, and catch a screen. And like, as long as I got like a few blockers, I'm cool. Like, I'll see the whole, like, I was just blessed with really good vision. So, yeah, I think that sets me apart from a lot of people.
Yeah, and we definitely saw. So when St. Francis was recruiting you, what made you kind of, when colleges were recruiting you and people were looking at you, what was the kind of the pitch that they were kind of recruiting you as? Because some schools they exclusively want to see you as a receiver. Other schools say they want to see you as an athlete. We can use you as different spots. With the recruiting process that you were going through before you signed with St. Francis, what were they kind of looking at you as, and what were they telling you?
Yeah, a lot of people were looking at me actually as safety because I had a big season at safety, and a lot of them tell me I'm a little undersized for safety or whatever. I'd have to come like work for that receiver and running back spot, but like my offers would be for safety, so like it'd be like kind of hard, and yeah. So basically, Coach Hutchinson from St. Francis hit me up, liked my film, told me about coming there and working for like a spot at running back, and like I'm like, yeah, I'm down to work. And like I could play both sides of the ball there. I could, kick return, all that too. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was just about to say. Kick return, punt return, that'd be the easiest way for you to get in
Yeah.
there. You get a couple good plays, blow up and get a 50, 60 yard gain or a big touchdown. All of a sudden that puts you on the map, you know what I mean? And hey, I'm not a coach over there, Coach Francis, but I'm just telling you, you play this kid at running back, you gonna get a gym. I'm not lying to you. Play this man at running back, and you're gonna have somebody. Whoo, I'm trying to tell y'all. Like I said, I'm just not really trying to hype you up, man. I tell people, whoever watches this interview, and we're going to show this interview, um, show the tape. I'm gonna show your tape because, like I said, your sophomore and junior year was absolutely phenomenal. Just watching you, just like you said, your vision, and be able to seeing out the hole, and then your acceleration through the hole, and just kind of your getaway top end speed is really have a lot to offer. But as let's talk about St. Francis right quick. What was the kind of the big pitch that St. Francis kind of gave you, and what made you kind of go with St. Francis signing them?
Yeah. So I went to go visit the campus. It's very pretty up there in PA. But yeah, what basically like set them apart though is coaches being real. Like a lot of coaches try to put certain things off, just to try to get you there or whatever. But the coaching staff, they're heart to heart real with you. So that set them apart from a lot of coaches.
Nice, nice. And I think I looked at your grade point average. I think you had posted it was like a 3.6. I
Yes,
don't know
sir.
if that was correct, or what going to St. Francis. So outside of football, what are you looking to major in at St. Francis? What do you know? What kind of attracted to you academically there as well?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go into the business field, probably study finance, and after all that, though, I want to get my real estate license and start flipping houses and stuff like that.
Nice, nice, nice. So what made you want to probably get into that field?
I don't know. I think like as a kid, I used to watch those TV shows where people would like buy and fix houses and stuff and sell them, and yeah, that kind of just caught my eye, interest in me. So
There's a lot of money in it. If you know how to really flip it right and you really know how to talk to the people, you're gonna make a lot of money. And I actually had a friend that did that. He tried to tell me to do it, but I was just like, I just feel like that's a lot of work. I got to really
right,
dedicate to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that got to be
yeah,
my main thing, man. Can't just be playing with that because there's a lot of stuff to it. But definitely a successful business if you want to go into it. So St. Francis, PA. Actually what conference is that?
I think NEC.
Okay, okay. What schools do you happen to know that they play? I know St. Francis when I heard it because I've seen them play, but I'm trying to think like what's some schools that they play.
Like
Uh,
Robert Morris, Rhode Island, schools
okay,
like that.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. So it's kind of like that old A10 kind
yeah,
of thing they had kind of going on. So nice. That's really exciting. So what do you know? I know you said running back, receiver, or safety. What do you feel like the position that if you could play any position going into college, what would be your thing, and why would you want that position going into college?
I feel like it would definitely be running back. Since a kid, like I put like my heart and soul into running back, and like I said, I feel like I was really blessed with that vision, and I just see things different from other people. I feel like so.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, Coach, keep him at running back, please. You'll see something that you're gonna see something. But let's talk about, before we kind of end this, because I'm not gonna keep you long, and I definitely appreciate you taking out your time to go ahead and have this interview again. Like I said, we caught up after a couple of years. You've been phenomenal. But let's talk about, outside of football or even with football. Let's talk about your father. That's really exciting to me how your father's been a huge influence in your life. Really has done a lot of, I mean, you rarely see a lot of that right now. And let's be honest, you don't see a lot of father son thing going on right now. And that's a great thing to see how he's kind of been with you since the beginning. So, kind of just talk about that relationship to us and just how he's really been an influence in your life on and off the field.
So off the field, he keeps my mental like he keeps me there like up to par. He knows, a negative mindset won't create a positive life. So he keeps my mental up to par, and on the field, every day, like even just yesterday, we were just in the gym together. Like we hit the gym every day, we talk. He makes sure I'm doing all right. Like, he's a real good father, yeah. So he keeps me right. And yeah, man, I don't know. Love him to death, man.
Did he used to play football, didn't he?
Yeah, he played at Louisville. He played receiver.
See, that's what I'm saying. It was already in the genes. I remember you saying that he had already had played before. So yeah, it's already in the genes, y'all. So just go ahead and keep that tradition going, man. So as you get ready, did you play basketball too this past season or no?
No, I didn't play basketball. I just got in the gym, had to get my weight up a little bit, get ready.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, as we get kind of in, what are you kind of doing to get yourself ready to, go into your freshman season? Like what, the training regimen, are you getting with certain people? What are you doing, Jones, Mr. Rocky Jones? And I'm gonna ask you, because we talked about that before, how you got that nickname. But what are you kind of doing to get yourself ready for your freshman year?
All right, so Monday through Saturday, me and my dad live at 5 a.m. I go to school. After school, I got work, and then after work, we come back. We can do like a little footwork things. Make sure I'm eating right. Make sure I'm getting my good amount of sleep in. Preparing my mental. He challenges me every day, with something mentally, so I can, be mentally challenged and like, be prepared for that in college. Because I'm not gonna have him right by my side when I'm in college. So he makes sure,
Mhm.
I'm doing all that mentally and stuff like that. So yeah,
Well, I'll tell you what, he's gonna be your number one supporter, so I know he's gonna be at every game.
yeah, for sure, for
So
sure.
you ain't got to worry about that. That's one father going to be there for sure at every game. We're excited to see that. But let's talk about, your nickname. How did you get the nickname Rocky Jones?
Yeah, all right. So it's my dad's name is Rocky and his dad's name is also Rocky, And since a kid, my name's Aiden, but like I didn't really feel like that should be my name. Like every time someone called me, it was just like off guard. It's just like, yeah, I don't think I should be going by that. So my dad, he started calling me Lil Rocky like on the field. So, I went to school and I just told everybody, like when a teacher asked like what do you want to be called? It's Rocky, you know.
I feel you, like what I'm saying. I feel that, what I mean. That I would be like, yeah, don't call me that, because
Yeah.
I mean it's funny because I mean I like my name, like everybody who knows me when I'm young, my name is JJ, right?
Mhm.
But everybody who know me, that's when I know my name. But when I was getting ready to graduate high school, I was like, man, I can't really go in the business world and just people be like, "What's up, JJ?" Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't. You feel me? Like, I'm like, that feel like real young and stuff. Like, I feel like I gotta get a little grown and stuff. So I like started saying James. I'm like, everybody say, "Oh, what's up?" I'm like, "What's your name?" I'm like, James. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know me as James. So it's funny. So when I come back and see my peoples, I'll be with my girl, and they be like, James, who's that? They're like, I don't know nobody named no James. This dude's name is JJ. So we don't know no
Yeah.
James. And she's like, I ain't calling him that because that don't sound white to me. So it's a funny kind of thing how it kind of goes. But that's
Yeah.
kind of awesome. You know how you got the Rocky name, and I feel you. And I could always be like, yeah, and you going to Pennsylvania, Rocky, Pennsylvania. You feel me?
Yeah.
It kind of going perfect hand in hand. So we wish you much success. As you go on your college ventures. I hope you really turn up. But as we get ready to close, is there anything you kind of got to say or would like to say?
I just want
Shout
to
out.
thank the whole Westland coaching staff, man. They came together and they really changed the culture there. They really did because the history before that just wasn't right. But they got us right. They made us buy in. We bought in. We changed the culture. I feel like this next upcoming season as well. Like they're finna have a real good season. I want to shout out my family for sure. All my friends back home. All them love all them. Yeah, just appreciate you.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you. Like I said, and it's nothing better to see, like you just said, that you don't change in the culture, and change. And staff can really change the culture. I just seen my guy Tony Rice. He's over there coaching Franklin Heights. They just went to they had a district championship. That was the first time we went to the districts in over 15 years. And you get the right type of coach. You get the guys that really care. Kids really buy into it, and you can see how quick it'll change. It doesn't take like 2 to 3 to 4 years any longer. It can really switch in a year. And then once you get the mindset, then everybody comes up behind it, and they just kind of keep what you started. And so you kind of just, like I said, you could have just let it and opened up the doors to, like you said, started a foundation there at Westland. So it'll be interesting to see how they carry that on this year. And if they do, that's exciting to me. We'll look at, yeah, we started that over there, and now look how it's really going. So that would be something exciting. So like I said, best year endeavors. I can't wait to. I'm gonna be checking up all that St. Francis, dog. So just make sure you know that I'm gonna be always in them books looking. Highlight. I'm gonna be checking. Heck, I might call coach. Hey man, why aren't you playing them? You know what I'm saying? I'm just make. I'll be up there over there too. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, you're missing out. This is a guy. You feel me? So.
Sir.
Um, let them see him at that running back. Keep working hard, dog. Keep, like I said, putting on your weight because you know how college is. That's what they're always going to kind of use. Probably, well, he's kind of undersized. That's what they're going to probably try to say. So make sure you
Right.
continue to get your weight up. So that don't got to be something that they use against you for you not
Right.
getting on the field for you to be able to run that ball, dog. That's just my thing. So
Yes,
just
sir.
keep going hard. Shout outs to your father. He did a great job. Great son, great father son combo, and I can't just wish y'all the best. And I appreciate you taking out your time for another interview, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Well, we're getting ready to close, my dog. Big game James, Mr. Aiden Rocky Jones. He's going to be turning up at St. Francis. Make sure you check him out. We want to see him at running back, but hey, if you see him at punt return, kick return, whatever, he's going to be the thing there. And give him a chance and let's see what he can do. But this is us signing off. We'll be talking to you soon. I'm going to holler at you right quick before we get off.